Hey yo, SallyBC here, and today I'm doing a video on Transformers Studio Series 86 Commander Optimus Prime. So here he is in his truck mode. This thing looks glorious. It's very cartoon accurate. Though it would have been more accurate if the slope at the front was more drastic, though I think I prefer it being more subtle. I know some people would have preferred if it had some of the toy details, like the silver stripe on the front, or the blue stripe on the trailer, but the point of this figure is to be the animation model, so it was never going to have those elements. The colours are incredibly nice. The rich red and blue with silver elements go together really well. This section on the side is painted red, and it doesn't match perfectly, so it stands out a bit, but it could have been much worse. The windows look nice in this almost sparkly blue, and there are these tiny orange lights above them. There's also this lovely white outlined Autobot symbol on the side. Unfortunately, mine does have the misassembly at the back, where the tail lights were put upside down and on the wrong sides. Also seems they might be chipping a little bit, which is a shame, but it hasn't annoyed me enough to fix it. Yet. The trailer attaches to the bed via a 5mm port, and there's also a slot at the back that his gun can plug into. The trailer has a stand underneath, so it can stand on its own. It's a big grey box, but what else would it be? The blue underneath definitely makes it look more interesting. Gotta love the big red Autobot insignia. You can open up the door at the back, and most deluxe cars will fit inside. You can also find Roller inside. It's pretty neat. It can seat 4 Head/Titan Masters, and it has 2 5mm ports on top, so it can use Optimus's Ion Blaster, or tow Optimus's trailer, but so can any vehicle with a 5mm port at the right height. The trailer also has this compartment underneath the door, and inside you can store these effects that he comes with. If you attach them together, yeah, so they gave me two of the same instead of a mirrored pair. Oh well. They're supposed to be used to recreate the scene from the 1986 movie where he blasts off up into the air and transforms. I would like to recreate that, but I'm not too bummed that I can't. And I'd probably only do it like 2 or 3 times. I mean, I can get close. For comparison, here is Earthrise Optimus Prime with his trailer, another Commander Class truck, Studio Series 86 Ultra Magnus, a Lego minifigure, my previous Transformers video, the Last Night Protoform Optimus Prime, and Earthrise Optimus Prime. I'm gonna lose my job! Now for transformation, you want to start by folding in the wheels at the back. Then come into the painted red section, just want to move it down slightly and sort of twist it out. That will give you enough clearance to move it down. You can twist it all the way around, and then it will just fold up into the back. Same on the other side. Then you want to detach this back section. These panels will fold down. Detach this section from the wheels, and the entire back section will fold down and clip into place. Just want to fold these little panels down. This entire section will split in half. These middle sections will fold round to the front. Flatten out the feet. Fold in these sections. Fold up this back piece. Fold down these side panels. Take this entire section and move it forward. Fold up these pieces, fold it along the side. Pull out these side sections. Take these side panels and move them out. Move these sections out here. Fold this piece down and then move these in. Then you want to take this entire top section and spin it around. Fold in these side pieces. Then at the top here, you want to push on this piece. Ugh, that is very difficult to do. This piece will just fold up, and then this entire section will spin around. You want to come to the grill and just pull it forward and fold this piece in and push it back up. Then you want to take this entire back section and move it up. You want to fold these pieces in, and this piece will fold down and clip it all into place. Then it will just tab into the back there. Swivel this entire top section around, and these little side pieces will fold in. When undoing these, I would recommend turning the waist sideways, folding this piece down and getting your finger in there to pull it out, and then moving it back around to the other side and doing the same. You want to move the arms around, open up the forearms and pull out the hands and close them back up again. And finally, you just want to move his antennas up. And after that very engaging transformation, here is Optimus Prime in his robot mode. Looking like he jumped straight off the screen. This is incredibly accurate. Far more than the previous Earthrise figure. The colours are just so vibrant, really bringing him to life. He's got all his iconic details, like the little lines and triangles on his forearms, his grey stripe running around his abdomen, the yellow details on his waist, and the blue just below it. His Autobot symbol ends up on his shoulder, looking just as nice. The head isn't hyper accurate. It tries to tie the lines between the rounded head he started off with, and the more blocky one he ended up having for most of the series. Whilst I don't mind this head, there are upgrade kits that give him the much more boxy head, and I have to agree that it looks much better. The windows on his chest just look great. Super iconic. They can, of course, open up to reveal his Matrix chamber, which can also be opened. And of course, you can find the Matrix inside. This whole area definitely could have done with some more paint, but according to Hasbro, it's unpaintable plastic, or at least unpaintable at mass production. I know about the $600 Hong Kong convention exclusive, but that was apparently hand painted. The Matrix is of course removable. It's the same one we've been getting for years, starting from Earthrise Optimus Prime. A larger one probably would have looked better, not only in his chest, but in his hands as well. But then it wouldn't be compatible with any previous figures that have a Matrix chamber. And this Matrix looks great regardless. I don't see any real reason to replace it. He does have quite the sizable backpack, but Optimus has kind of always been on the bigger side. There's just a few pieces of iconic art where you can't really see it from those angles. I prefer my Optimus thick and chunky. His smokestacks are pretty loose, and I've seen reports of them coming off, but fortunately I've never experienced that myself. For accessories, he of course has his iconic ion blaster, slides into his hand, and it looks great. But it is kinda loose. It's 3mm compatible at the end, and even comes with a blast effect specifically for it. Looks pretty cool, but it is a little bit warped. You can plug his gun into the side of his backpack. Gotta love effective weapon storage. He also comes with his Energon axe from the original pilot, the one he only ever used once and has now become iconic. To attach it, you fold away his hand, and it tabs into this 5mm peg. Mine is unfortunately very warped, but from most angles it looks great. Bringing back his trailer, if you flip out these pieces underneath and then swivel around the end, open up the door and then split it down the middle, come over here, unplug this section and pull this up, fold up this and fold out the arm. Here is his trailer in combat deck mode. It's a bit bland, but I wouldn't expect the vibrant colors from the original toy. I feel the anti-aircraft gun does look a little undersized, but it is cool. It's even pretty poseable. It's got a hinge at the base, a hinge in the middle, a hinge at the top, a swivel at the top, a hinge at the radar dish, a hinge at the arm, a swivel at the arm, a hinge in the middle of the arm, and a hinge at the hand that allows it to close and move up and down, as well as an opening cockpit. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit a headmaster. It has two 3mm ports, which is why you get two of the blast effects. As you saw, the whole thing is removable, and it can be plugged into Roller. Looks goofy, but it is fun. This as a Duocon would go hard. Feels like something Dr. Wu would do. Roller can also be plugged into it, in order to store it in the trailer. But that is not the only storage option. Each side is symmetrical, and there's a little tab here that the gun can plug into, slots here that the axe can go into, and slots here that the blast effects can go into. It's always nice to be able to store everything something comes with. Personally, I actually like to have the trailer up like this. I just feel it looks way cooler. For articulation, his antennas are on swivels. His head is on a ball joint. If you unclip the backpack, you can get him to look up and down, but it's kind of awkward. His arms can go all the way around and this far out. They are on a forward and a backwards butterfly, elbow bend. Wish that could go deeper. Bicep swivel, wrist swivel, double jointed fingers with an independent pointer finger, a waist swivel, legs can go forward this far, back this far, and this far out. Unfortunately, mine are really loose. Thigh swivel, knee bend, down at the toe, and an ankle pivot. It's an incredibly well articulated figure, but there are some areas that I feel could have gone further. Very fun to mess with though. For comparison, here is Earthrise Optimus Prime, another Commander class truck, Studio Series 86 Ultra Magnus, a Lego minifigure, my previous Transformers video, The Last Night Protoform Optimus Prime, and Earthrise Optimus Prime. Going forward, 86 Optimus will be replacing Earthrise Optimus as my go-to comparison figure. This guy is a nice size, bigger than his previous figure, which does mess up some scaling, mainly Tarn. I feel like Tarn should be at least the same size as Optimus, if not larger, and there are definitely other examples like this, but mostly it makes Optimus stand out more when he's with his troops. Ultimately, this figure is beyond phenomenal. Great vehicle mode, great transformation, great robot mode, and in my opinion, great accessories. I know some people don't like the trailer, considering it's just a big empty grey box, that some people will put in storage. Personally, I display it with my Autobots, but that's besides the point. Really, I feel it completes the look, especially in vehicle mode. But if it is a big issue for you, we currently have 2 leaked listings for Studio Series 86 Optimus Primes. One will be coming out in 2027, and from what we know, it will be a mass retail figure of the Dead Optimus. Dead Optimus as a mass release figure seems weird to me, so that could be incorrect, but that's what it currently says. And the other is coming out next year as a Target exclusive. Both will be leader classes instead of commander classes, meaning they won't come with the trailer. Some people think the one coming out next year will just be this but without the trailer, which would make sense if it wasn't for the fact that they're also doing a Megatron in the same exclusive line, who isn't even out yet at the time of writing, so to release it again like less than a year later seems a bit odd, especially under a different name. I expect there to be something different about them. Maybe cell shading, but I feel that's more likely to be a Devastation release. No, I personally expect these will be battle damaged versions. So if you're okay with having a battle damaged or dead Optimus, you could go for one of those. Or get the KO. I don't know, I'm not Hasbro, I'm not losing out on anything if you do. However you do it, I would absolutely recommend getting this figure. He's not only my favourite Optimus Prime, and I own a lot of Optimus figures. He might just be my favourite figure in my collection. But let's see what other people think. Off the bat, one single complaint, and it's his head. And it's not a big one, I just would have preferred one more like MP44. Definitely one of the best G1 Primes you can buy. It has the best articulation and colours than most. Transformation is genius. And not using any inspiration from MP44 one. I want to see this repainted as much as the MP10 one. This might be a little long, so the blast effect in Axe plastic is too fragile and easily warps. Ion cannon handle is too short. Transforming the panel the head is on was extremely difficult first try, and I ended up filing it down a bit for clearance. I really don't think the feet should snap into place. Like, they already look into place for truck mode and in robot mode, it just makes posing slightly awkward. Hips are extremely loose in my copy. Due to the nature of the backpack, the truck bumper has a lot of paint scratches. Smokestacks don't stay in place. The friction joints on the vehicle mode doors like to come off during transformation. I'm aware a lot of people have issues with the thigh panels, but they're not that bad for me. I really wish his arms had similar joints to his legs, but the joints are slightly offset to allow for movement past 90 degrees. Also, it does bug me that they went for the MP10 style head instead of the more boxy G1 head. Isn't that point of Studio Series? To be the most accurate as possible? TLDR, I do love this figure, and I think it's the best G1 Optimus we have to date, but there's a lot of room for improvement. Devastation Optimus and 86 Bone Crusher outmog it. I think 86 Prime does good for the commander price, but I think it should have been a bit more accurate and more range at the elbows. His trailer was a tough challenge to eat. He's like 90% finished as a toy. Like his elbow range and his legs not being able to go over his waist, and the lack of an ab crunch. He's the best Chug Optimus we got though. Peak. 86 Magnus is a better commander. Transformations with many moving parts should have higher quality paint applied. I see many reviews neglecting the mention of paint chipping. Cool toy. Not really worth 90, but looks a lot better than the other 86 commanders. Currently the definitive Chug Optimus Prime. Anyone insisting the Earthrise is better is either coping the fact that their mid-slop has been dethroned or genuinely delusional. Absolute peak. Just wish more stock of the figure was produced. Also, solid plastic for the axe would help prevent warping. I feel that his head is too big. I don't know why it just looks huge. He is the best Chug Prime out right now though. Beginning of Skinwalker MPs. He's a much better toy than 86 Magnus. Extremely good Optimus. He needs 100 repaints immediately. He's literally a micro masterpiece. The only nitpick I would have with him is I wish he had a more animation accurate head. Solid 8.5 out of 10. Highly recommend it to people. He's amazing. I feel like he's too broad but, and that his paint's fragile. Besides from that, he's amazing. Make sure to tell me what you think in the comments. But that's about it for this video, so I guess salut, BC out. Next time is a dragon that I know nothing about.